I love that music.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes.
Dancing in my pants.
There you go. There you go. Mark, Spirit Whisperer, thanks for coming back. We had such a nice time the last time we were doing readings, and then I had you back for a silly casual because it'd been almost a year since we'd been together.
Yeah.
We need to not have that happen anymore.
No, that's dumb because we have a lot of fun.
We do have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I apologize for not being quite as glittery as you.
Well, I just wore my little glitters today because I always have fun with you. And I don't know, I'm feeling a little more glittery this week.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I had written down, what are the things that are bringing you joy these days?
Well, the same old things as far as my crazy, goofy pack of animals. They always bring me joy because they're so goofy and constantly they have a comedy show that they perform for me on the daily. But this week, unexpectedly, what's bringing me joy is the Democratic Convention.
Yes.
And I'm not really like a political convention watcher as much, or never have been really. Of course, this year is a little different, but I've just been enjoying it so much. The joy, talking about joy, that's a big theme of the convention, the actual word joy. And it's just been great and so much fun. And the speakers are all very upbeat, positive, progressive, inclusive. I don't know. It's been such a relief from the past years of just negativity and telling us how bad Americans in America is just nonstop. So it's nice to have the opposite view, and been some great fun speeches.
I think you're right. And one of the things that I appreciate is there is this major shift in energy. And we so need that. There are still a lot of things that need to be resolved.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, whomever, and I'll say it, it's my channel. And again, for entertainment purposes only. When Kamala wins, she's got to hit the ground running, not just here in the United States, but there's a whole lot of things that we need to look at overseas. And, that's
right.
There's just too much pain and too much hurt.
That's true. And she's talked about that. That's some of the first things she's going to do. And of course, we all have a huge part in this, and that's called voting. And I know everybody hears that, but we really got to vote, and we got to vote up and down. Of course, we got to make them president and vice president, but really look at the other lower races, because give them a chance to make positive, quick change instead of having to fight, block. Let's give them a chance for a change to see Democrats do what they say they want to do, and let's give them the opportunity. And if they screw it up, we can change it the next time. But I just give them the chance, guys, because
I think you are so right. There's an important thing. Everybody needs to vote. Check your voter registration. Make a plan for when you're going to go vote. If you want to vote early, great. Take some friends. If you're off that day, just help people get to vote.
Right.
Vote. We need to have a tremendous turnout.
Just more than ever before.
And even the puppies are agreeing.
Yeah. They're going, we're going to vote. We're voting, aren't we, girls? We're voting for the good team. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
We're voting for all the cat women.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, we have some amazing people here who are in chat. Thank you, everyone. Moon Scarab, Jeff, Terror Ass Backwards, Nancy Preston, Lottie B, Pamela Batchelor, Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Tarot Stash, please watch this one. And I guess I should say hello from Blue Ridge Mountains in western North Carolina, where I were or two of Mancy's live. I don't. Okay. Anyhow, it's all good. It's all good. Crystal Pickett is here. Peaceful, easy feeling. Peg Carr, Amanda Carroll, Lalima. Yeah, it's been a truly a true joyous and full of love and respect. Yep.
Yeah, just such great, lovely, beautiful energy. Oh,
yes.
Great.
Craig Dixon is here. Jen Bowles, Jennifer Cooper, my joy, hubby, my dogs and birds and friend at work. Yes. That's what's bringing Jamie joy these days.
Yes.
So, and Susan Grigsby, yes, vote, 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 vote. Chris Queen has arrived. And, okay, we do have one question. Did someone say shenanigans? Hello, good to see you. All right, I want to know. Okay, so if you have a question, please do me the favor and put it all in caps so that we can see it. We're going to try to answer as many questions as we can, and we are going to intersperse some laughter.
Yeah, who knew?
So, I don't know. Do we laugh at all?
I laugh.
I laugh all the time. Yeah.
I love laughing, and I always have. The more laughing, the better.
Yes.
I'm never that serious. Like sometimes people think I'm being serious, and I rarely am. I mean, I take things seriously, but I'm not going around with a serious face all the time. It's too exhausting.
Well, and one of the things that I learned from I'm the youngest of 12. My parents had a great sense of humor. They had to, of course.
Yeah. And a good sense of rhythm, I think.
Yeah. Or not, depending upon what you're referring to. But my family, laughter is something that comes naturally to us. And so we're having these really serious moments. And then there's a joke that immediately lifts the energy. And it's like, okay, let's keep this all in perspective.
Right.
It's also, so it's very powerful. Very powerful. So
I learned that from my mama because, we were poor and broke. She only had 4 kids, but she took care of us all by herself, and things were always, hard, but she constantly made us laugh, when we were feeling poor and pitiful. And I don't know, I just learned that at an early age, that laughing, and that was the most fun I always had with my mom, and my whole life. She would always make me laugh on the phone or.
Yes. Well, and for me, when I want to be with people, I want to make sure that I can make them laugh and they can make me laugh. So it's really, really important. So.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have a certain type of question right now we've got 9 questions, so we're going to sort of pause. It's everything from relationship to job and to pets.
Yep.
Because this just in, last time when I was reading with Mark, he encouraged me to read pets, and he said I did a decent job. So
you did. Yeah.
I have a bit of confidence about that. Oops, sorry, I meant to highlight that.
Of course, when you have me and Pan on, all of a sudden the animal questions pop up. But I don't have any preference. Whatever, we can jump all around.
We will jump around.
I like mixing it up.
Yes. So we're going to press pause on the questions for this round because we've got like 12.
Yeah, Pamela, that's what we did. We mostly laughed at ourselves all the time.
Oh, yeah.
How silly our experiences we would have and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I completely understand. And, I always say, if I can't laugh at myself and some of the stupid things that I do, and the silly things, I'm in definite trouble. Definite trouble. All right. So I'm going to pause for a second. Everybody, here's some, the questions are closed, but here you go. I have this as a reminder. This section of the video is brought to you by the word joy. Everyone say it with me. Joy. Joy. The emotion evoked by well-being, success, or good fortune, or by the prospect of possessing what one desires. Like, share, subscribe, and spread the Tarot Stash joy. Joy. And I did take the opportunity to change my headgear because if you're sparkly, I want to be sparkly too.
Look at that. Where's your motorbike?
Yes, I got this. Purple Elephant Deb H made me do this one. So.
Oh, it's so cute.
So, yeah, thank you. I mean, this whole thing.
Yeah.
There. So
my disco helmet.
Yes, my disco. Everybody needs a disco ball.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. All right. Let's see. All right. We're going to go in random order. And first we have Crystal Pickett, who has asked, I want to know, how does Joy feel about me when how Jay feel about me? Will he try to communicate with me? So,
well, I want to know, how does Jay feel about me? I'm really trying to communicate. I got the J. I was going to say joy. I got the joy deep in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jay. Are you getting ready to dance a lot, Scott? She goes, I'm getting off.
I think around interesting, because with how does Jay feel about you? I have the Eight of Swords reversed, so there's this idea of liberation here, but there's also a bit of impatience showing up, and but also Jay is very committed to what Jay wants. So for Jay, if Jay is feeling about someone, I get the feeling Jay would actually be saying it and would be trying to articulate it in some way. Crystal, does that make sense to you? So because I have the Three of Wands reversed, where there's a bit of trying to make this happen sooner than it could, allow it to come in its own fruition. But when the seven of Swords, when there is a commitment, there is a conviction to it. It's like, we're going to do this, and that's how it's going to go. Crystal said yes. So that's what I have. What do you have for Crystal?
Okay. Hey, Crystal. Well, I'm wondering, has Jay recently come out of a relationship? I'm just curious. This card might not be that, but I have a little bit of feeling that maybe he has recently ended a relationship. I'm not sure, but so I think he likes you, first of all. I get this World card, which is kind of making me think he's just come out of an ending of some sort. Not sure. Oh, she's not sure. Okay. So he might have had a relationship that's been over. And so he's not quite as, if that's true, and I've got a little bit of feeling that way, it took a little of the wind out of his sails, and he's not quite as, sure of himself. It took a little bit of his confidence down.
Yeah.
Normally he has more of an Ace of Swords. He'd be right out there saying it. But after that, so he might seem a little shy or something like that, although I don't think he is. But then when I'm looking at, will he try to communicate with me? Yep. A Page of Wands. That looks like he's going to make an, offering, say hello, make an effort to communicate to, and then I get the Three of Cups, which would be like a good you would receive it well, and it would be a nice back and forth. So that sounds good to me. If he seems a little bit slow or something, it's more like trying to prevent misstep or something like that. It feels like
trying not to make the same mistakes over again. So
like he got burned or something, and so he's like, I better be careful.
Yeah.
But he likes you.
Yeah. And thank you, Crystal. And by the way, Sun Psychic Jean is here. Hello.
Hi, Jean.
Thank you. So we have Lalima and then Giselle 222. So Lalima, as I was signing papers for job in MRR, I also got an offer from Soraya Hospital. Any guidance on which to choose?
Hi, Lalima. I feel like I remember reading on you, and we said you were going to get more than one offer, didn't we? I think so. I remember that. And this looks just like what we were talking about. But let's see. So you're getting ready to sign papers. I know I felt like that was going something like that was going to happen. More like you were going to have a choice.
Yeah.
Because I think you're in demand. Exactly what's happening. Yeah, sweetie. I know. All of a sudden you know me, I can't usually remember. But for some reason, I'm going, wait a minute. This is very familiar. Okay, go ahead.
So let's see what we got, Lalima. I think the idea that you got more than one offer is good for your heart. It's giving you a sense of confidence, and that's really very important. So this is healing some of the past wounds. One job is going to require that you have a great deal of diligence, where you're going to need to learn some things. You're going to need to not just, the job. It's going to be about how the organization works and how you're going to fit in there. So, and so one is going to take a lot more of that, and you might be a little reluctant with it. The other thing I have, one of them, and I don't know which at this point, it's giving me confusion with confidence. One job I got procrastination and irresponsibility. So you've got, I would say you're going to need to really slow down, and you might need to pull in a friend or something like that just to really make sure that you're understanding what it is that's involved and what you're looking for. Because you might be a little reluctant for one, but then the other one, you may miss the opportunity because you're overthinking it. So, Lalima, it's yeah, that's I have to pause there, Mark. What do you have for her?
Okay. Well, first of all, I get this card, which is there you stand with your choices.
Yep.
Going, okay, which one do I choose? The one you choose is the one that speaks to your heart the most, and that, the old word joy. So this is the page of chalices. One of them speaks a little more to your heart and to your sense of joy. Now it might be the second one. One of them pays more, looks like, but that's not necessarily the deciding factor. It's more about it might have to be who you end up caring for, or what kind of people in the hospital you work with more. Is one of them more involved with I don't know, because I don't know, what you're looking for. Is one of them more involved with death and dying than the other? That's weird. I got a little energy about that. But if so, I feel like you want to go, yes, one is more critical patients. Okay. And the reason I was saying that was because I was hearing it, but also these three cards. The Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and Death. So I was thinking, oh, these are like, worrisome kind of things. I do think you'd be good with that, but you might enjoy like this kind of work a little more. Empress, babies, you're in and you're out. You're not probably going to the other side. Not that you wouldn't be good at that, but again, you want to kind of choose what's going to lift you up in the long run. That first one, I don't know, one of them is more money. So that's a consideration too. So it's up to you again. It's what you like the most. It's great that the universe is kind of going, here's your, now we're giving you your choice. So just pick which one would you choose. And realize too, the critical one is more money. I know, but I feel like maybe you might love the other one more. So it's just the little thoughts that are going on a little bit, because I kind of got, there's more money over here, which is tempting, but let's choose with the heart. So, whichever way that is. It's great though, because you created more offers. The other thing is, don't have to feel like this is the choice for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Because, there's a big abundance and you might change again after a while.
Yeah.
So pick what's going to make you the happiest.
Says, I understand that totally.
Great, sweetie. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, that's great. Giselle 222, and then Adam, please let us know that you are here. And so Giselle 222, question, I recently reconnected with an old boyfriend after a long absence. Do you see this relationship as long-term? And Adam is here, so thank you. That's good, Adam. Giselle is here.
Hi, Giselle. Your little puppy's been out in the rain. Look at his cute coat. Okay. Oh, boy. Would you be willing to give us his first name?
That would be helpful, Giselle. Thank you. Oh, that's Tasha. Oh, that's your little doggy's name, is Tasha. Jay. Okay, thanks, sweetie. Jay. Her crazy Pomeranian. Well, I will be very honest with you. It's going to start feeling like it's a lot. Trying to pick up where you left off and trying to sort through the unresolved things and what happened between, why it was, because each of you have different experiences. But I also, this may be a little weird, but it's also an opportunity to forgive and move on and learn from it. So it's almost like you get a second chance. In order to do that, it's really important for you to be open and honest and upfront with all of it, because the last two cards that I have are I have the King of Cups, which is a very healthy card, and the Ten of Cups, family union. So it could be long term, but not without its struggles. You've got to sort of go through, the arguing. You've got to figure out, okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. Djwhal, you need to figure out how the two of you are going to be willing to disagree about something and have the conversation about it rather than going to bed angry. You've got to figure out how you're going to have that conversation, because that's the basis of a good relationship. So,
yeah.
I don't know. What did you get, Mark?
Okay. Hi, Ginger. Most of my shirts I get overseas. I don't actually go there, but I order them from there. Most of them, because they don't really have cute little shirts like I like here in America that I can find. All right. Well, Giselle, here's the thing. I think some of the reasons why you broke up or separated in the first place are still there. And that you're going to see that pretty quick. I don't know if he had maybe he was a little controlling or like mentally kind of, didn't always make you feel good, his words and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's changed much. I know this is probably not what you wanted to hear, but I didn't get very good cards, and I'm just going along with that. So the reason I think some stuff from the past might come back is this Eight of Swords, and in some ways, he would have a way of maybe, and you know better than me, of kind of stabbing you in the heart a little bit, mm-hmm. and making you feel less than sometimes. And so, it was a little bit of you felt a little bit, surrounded sometimes or trapped a little bit. Now, you know better if that's true. Then I got the Seven of Swords, which makes me think he hasn't changed much, and he still has he can still be sneaky with his words and be a little bit deceptive. Then I do get a Queen of Cups, but it's upside down. So it's like, the love goes spilling after a bit. You could take the journey. Here you are. Maybe to try to get to calmer waters, but look at all those swords in the water.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's like, it's a challenge to get there. Normally the move into calmer waters is facing the other direction. And there you go. This is like, it's an uphill climb, and there might be more daggers than you want. So that wasn't very fun. I'm sorry about that. And, trust your own guidance. But I think there's probably maybe somebody more fun for you.
Well, yes. And I appreciate how you said that, Mark, because there is a whole lot as I'm looking at, continuing looking through my cards. Somebody has to change, and it's not Giselle.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of a whole lot of stuff going on for Jay. So I'd be careful about investing a whole lot of time in that, because when you do that, you're missing another opportunity.
Right. And you can try and see, and if it starts going that direction, you can go, oh, this is what those guys were talking about. I don't maybe want to keep going.
Yeah. So I think you being very clear in the communication and see how he shows up. And so, but thank you.
Yeah.
Adam is up, and Adam is here. Then Jen Bowles and Peaceful Easy Feeling. Adam said, question for Pan. There is a lot of women on social media that pops up as friend suggestions that I do not know. Is there any ongoing rumor about me that is spreading, or is it nothing at all?
just Giselle too. I forgot I pulled this card out of another deck, and it just came up like, did you ever have any issues with this sounds mean, but like cheating or anything? It's like there's 3 in the cup. So I just want to throw that out there. That there was any suspicion of, I don't know if he's as faithful as I'd like him to be. That little card showed its face.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now on to Adam. Adam being paranoid. I say that with love, Adam. I know.
Well, and that's interesting you say that, because that's the first thing that popped into my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm also wondering, I mean, first of all, don't, there you go. Don't make any decisions based upon what we say.
Yeah.
Social media friend suggestions are simply an algorithm that is just set up by the website and saying, hey, you might like this person because this person knows somebody who was at the same restaurant you were 6 years ago. So be very careful with that. What's going on with that? I'm just going to say it's nothing at all, is what I'm the sense that I'm getting, Adam, because you have a desire to meet people, you have a desire to go out, and there's the social media aspect of it feels very much, I have the Queen of Swords reversed, and then I have the Chariot reversed. So harsh judgment, and then impulsive acts. Don't be, if you meet anybody there, they may be the right one for right now, but not necessarily long term. Be very careful with that, because you are actually, I have the 3 of Swords. This is the second time I've gotten the 3 of Swords. I have the 3 of Swords reversed, which is about healed wounds. Don't go down the same path that you've done before, Adam. It's time for you to move through that. And also be rational. This is the King of Swords. Be rational in how you're interacting with people. Be cautious. I would actually say, part of me, Adam, is saying, if you're looking to go out and to meet some people, let some of your friends know that you're looking to meet someone, instead of letting social media do it for you. So I hope that gives you some guidance, Adam.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Adam, I don't think there's any big rumor or anything spreading.
Yeah, no rumor.
I get the 9 of Coins and the Queen of Cups. So, there's not like negative stuff going around. This is like positive energy around you. You do, just from the little line, the time I've known you, you let your mind get in your way and you create rumors, or the possibility of rumors. Like you have this worrisome thing, or this, you thwart your own best.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't smack me, Adam. I'm just, so here we get the 2 of Wands. So like, here's a possible partnership, but I'm going to get in the middle of it with this, because it's upside down. So I'm going to get in the middle of it with this kind of thought energy that kind of screws it up. Like I mess up my own, there's a possibility for me to partner up, but then I worry it and imagine all the things that could be wrong. And so then we don't get to come together. And then also you get the Ace of Wands. I know you're looking for a connection. Sometimes you let your fiery wand make the choices.
Mm-hmm.
for you a little too much, because there's a lot of, that's not just you, that's a lot of people.
Says, sorry, I meant people you may know tab, which I know
Okay.
only pops up when people look at your profile.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could explore that and say hello and try to meet new friends and stuff
Sure.
like that. But it'll be kind of slow. But sometimes just that you get in your mind and it ends up cheating you out of experience. So, like, here we go, the 4. So it ends up you don't take the offer sometimes, or you don't go into it because you worry it's a trick, or I'm being manipulated. They're not honest. I can't believe what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go there. This can't really be good. This couldn't be an actual good offer or person.
Yeah.
And so in a way you cheat yourself out of it a little bit. So, just to recommend to you, buddy bud, when you catch your mind trying to thwart you or tell you the reasons why you can't have a partner, tell your mind to shut up and that you don't need that advice. That's not helpful. It's like, if you can't help me and tell me the reasons why I do deserve a mate, then just shut up and sit down, because I don't need that crap.
Good
Right?
advice.
Yeah. Talk to me about the things I want, not the things I don't want. I don't want to attract that which I don't want. And what happens when, just the natural law of the universe, what you fear will appear. So and what you believe you receive. So that just means that what your mind marinates on is what is created.
Yeah.
Now, you can have thoughts and they go through, and that's fine.
Yep.
But when you stop them and make a meal out of them and marinate on them and focus on them, it screws you up. It stops the forward progression. But I don't think anybody's going, ooh, whatever you do, don't go to Adam, because
there's no rumor about you or anything
no.
like that. And I would also say, I would add to that is if it is the people you may know, I think it can be a little creepy of somebody saying, hey, I saw that you looked at my profile. You want to go get dinner or something like that. That's not the way Gerald operates, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I would suggest, talking for a while and just see if you have anything in common or something like that before you jump to the date thing.
Yeah. So, Adam, I hope that gives you some insight. But I don't get the feeling anybody's talking badly about you at all.
No, I'm going to say it's nothing at all as far as that goes.
Yeah. So, all right. Jen is up. Jen, may I have some guidance toward future relationship? Is my heart open now? Jen's been working at having an open heart a lot recently, I believe. You've been working on it.
Are you here, Jen? Oh yeah, they said hi, Jen. I think she is here.
Yep. Okay, so I've got very nice ending cards. There's a bit of a journey with them. Because is your heart open now towards a future relationship? The end cards are Ace of Wands, new beginning, great little card, especially new bits of passion, and then the world, achievement, getting what it is that you desire. I think this is one of those things that can be very powerful. Right now, you're starting to get used to who you are and what you bring into the world with you. I have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of everything that you've worked for, you've worked hard for. And you need to understand that you deserve everything that you have, and you deserve your progress and the movement that you're having. What's in a bit of conflict is you're trying to rush it. Stop trying to rush it. Allow things to unfold in its right time, because this idea of you going, well, I've done that, so I'm ready. It's like, just remember, it's slow and steady is really good. After all of the trauma this past year, and now moving and finding me for the first time in many years, I think that's good. Don't try to rush it, because the warning that I have is the Chariot reversed and the Knight of Swords, swift action and impulsive acts. Be very careful of, since you have a little bit, don't be trying to go too far with it. So,
yeah,
I feel like my heart is more open, and yes, I am eager. Well, I know your heart is more open because you definitely worked for it.
right.
Keep working for it. It's an ongoing process. You want somebody who's going to support the process.
Right.
So, okay, what did you get, Mark?
Hey, Jen. Well, I feel like you're right in that your heart is more open and you are moving forward. Here you go. You get the Six of Swords. Now it's going the right direction this time. And usually the key words on this would be like moving into calmer waters, which is what you're looking to do. However, there's some swords in the boat. You could probably toss a couple of those on into the water. You don't really need to take all those with you. And now swords represent mental body, mental energy, for me anyway. And so keep supporting yourself with positive affirmation. It was a little bit like what we were talking to Adam about. Don't give the mind permission to stab you in the head with negative thoughts. How I don't deserve, that crap that comes up. Toss that out. And because you are moving forward, but you still you're a little tentative, I got some wounds. I'm a little worried. I don't want to reopen them or anything like that. And I'm trying, I'm working on trusting and being more. And I can't say this enough to everybody. And the only reason I say it is because, and of course, not everything I do is what everybody else has to do, but I had to spend an awful lot of time filling my brain with positive affirmations, because I had so much negative crap in my brain, guys, that was just trying to thwart my best interest all the time about anything. And I had to seriously, sit down and work on it. It was annoying that I to find out that I was so much in control of it. The good news about that, though, when you work on it, the brain really does want to be supportive. It just has got cross wires. It thinks it is, because it's been trained forever with all this negative crap. It wants to do better, and it will get a clue, and it starts giving you positive affirmations instead of negative crap, negative untruths. Okay, there's enough of that lecture. So then the universe is about to bring you a new energy, relationship, Page of Chalices. Here we are. Chalices are emotion, heart. Now, the Page of Chalices has that little fish in it, because it's going to be surprising. This new person, whoever it is going to have a little surprise to them. Now, the surprise is they're going to be a lot more loving than you're used to. They're going to have a lot more of this King of Cups energy rather than this King of Swords energy. See how cranky little red panda looks? He's a little stern, and King of Swords energy can be good, but can also be a little much and a little restrictive in a mate. So I feel like that chalice, oh, wrong card, that little surprise is that we want you to look at more. So here's the thing. It's different than the people you've been with before. This is a different, it's not the regular person you might go for or be attracted to. It's different. They just have a lot more, they're a lot more grounded in love energy, which is great. And that's what you want. So universe is saying, well, that's what we're going to bring you.
Yeah. Jen says, I'll take it and claim it. And you're so right, Mark. There's a different energy around it because you're a different person, Jen.
Right.
And so when something different shows up, you need to give it space to see how you interact with it, because not just are you getting used to it, but so is the other person.
Right.
So that's great. All right. We have peaceful, easy feeling, and then Chris Queen. And did someone say shenanigans? So peaceful, easy feeling is here. May I have some guidance from guides regarding my current job situation? Change, retire, or stay?
Peaceful, easy feeling. About work.
Work.
Oops, my cards are upside down. Nope.
And Jana is lurking. And peaceful, easy feeling said it's Wiki. I'm just on my work computer right now.
Oh, it's Wiki.
Okay.
Asking about if you should leave your job while you're at work. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Work has been disappointing you for a while, hasn't it? And you're really trying to manifest that the good environment that keeps you happy, fulfills you, and you want to actually, Wiki, it feels very much like you're not ready to retire. You're ready to learn something new. You're ready to do perhaps a new environment, because I have the Ace of Pentacles, which is always that great, for work and money. It's a great card because it is the start of something new, and it is suggesting that perhaps a different job may be a nice opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Because that is also supported, Wiki, by the Seven of Cups. Your dreams and your desires. Where are you wanting to put your energy? What are you curious about? And I used to work in human resources, so it's easier to find a job when you're currently employed. So I would encourage you to consider working on your resume, and not necessarily while you're working, because, and don't be searching for jobs at work outside of the company. But I'm also curious, and Mark, if you get any idea, is there an opportunity about perhaps movement within the company?
Oh,
I'm curious. And Wiki said AI is slowing our business, so I may have to leave. Well, Wiki, then start learning AI.
Yeah.
Get on that side of it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I don't think it's time to retire yet, because I don't know. I don't think you'd like doing nothing. You have you might disagree, but I got the Eight of Pentacles, so I still see you working a while. But I also, the first card that came out was the Page of Pentacles, which would be like an offer or a new opportunity, a new avenue. Yeah, I'm married. So there might be an offer, or you might have had one, or somebody's talked to you about it already. So then I also get the Two of Wands, which is another, like, to me, in my brain, we might be moving jobs or graduating into a new, form of service, a new avenue. It's like, where in the world will Wiki go next, kind of. I feel like it's up to you, though. I don't see like getting fired or anything like that right away. It's more about there may be more opportunities or somebody offering you a job, actually. I don't know who. Because, I don't know, I feel like you wouldn't mind to be in a, like, more of a, I love that comment. Okay. A family union. Yeah.
I got the 10 of Cups as well.
Yeah. Like, more of a family group, more of a group energy, loving family, where you're not just all by yourself all the time, like a little more group. But I was trying to figure out who this is, and now I know because you wrote that comment. My boss was trying to pimp my skills to other vendors. There he is.
Yep.
The King of Pentacles, and he's trying to help you out. So I was going to say, is your boss has he been trying to promote you or something? But see, that's the thing. He's kind of that Page of Pentacles and that King of Pentacles. So it's great that you have a boss like that who would gladly recommend you to others.
Yeah.
And he might end up in a way that's kind of like a promotion, because your boss is help. I know we have to stretch, but it's still kind of coming from your boss. And he might recommend something that that's more satisfying, more fun. I keep getting fun in there. So pay attention.
Yeah.
If you recommend somebody, maybe you want to follow through on it.
I think that's great advice. And you got a lot of pentacles, and I got the Ace of Pentacles. So boy, there's a lot of stuff there. And I think we both agree you're not ready to retire yet.
No.
Not yet.
You might change what you're doing, but I don't know. I don't think you'd be happy retiring.
Chris Queen is here. And can you see what direction Dreamy was taken in? And can he show me his surroundings? Orange male cat.
Now that's her kitty cat that's lost. He's been gone for a while, though. Like, I think around 6 weeks, maybe, or something like that. His name is Dreamsicle, Dreamy, they call him, and he just disappeared and didn't come back. So I feel like I got before when I read on him. Well, we won't talk about that. Let's just read. Things might have changed. 6 months. Oh yeah, I said 6 weeks. It's actually 6 months. Yeah. It's been a while. Long Dreamsicle. I know. I think when I read on, oh, never mind.
You can talk. It's okay.
No, because I'd rather see if you get anything like that without me.
Okay.
Opening my big fat mouth. No. Queen Kaylin. New people.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of movement around him, actually, of Dreamy. Actually, okay, so this is a bit of a thing. I did get, if there's a direction, if you're asking, specifically what direction, I am thinking east. East is probably the most appropriate because I got the Two of Hearts and the Sun in the east direction, which does suggest that uh, um, if he is with someone, there's a couple, and there's a lot of love. But I'm also, Chris. I'm curious if um I'm wondering if he is no longer of this plane. I don't know. So, do you have anything, Mark?
Well, I keep not getting any cards about him being on the other side. I think I'm getting kind of like what I got the other time. It's just that he's found another spot that he feels safe
Mm-hmm.
in. Somebody's watching over him. I know he's kind of a roamer by nature, right? Like he is an outdoor kitty, or I think you took care of him outside. I don't know. I might be confused because I read on so many, but oh, he has a chip. Yeah, I know they might not think
Yeah,
about that, Chris. So
yeah,
it was kind of like his own decision to, go out and about. I think that's his norm. He was, what do you call it? Wanderlust kind of a thing. But
sure.
I get that he's being cared for. Somebody has him, and I think I got that before. And so in that way, I feel pretty good about him. Truth, let it show. I think he's still here being a little orange kitty, and just getting on with it. Now, because, I feel like I would get cards like this or other ones if he crossed over, and I keep not getting that.
Well, and Mark, I said that because I got the Tower card with the Two
Oh,
of Cups and the Sun. I think maybe it was just that he was in a bad spot, and I do feel like he's being well cared for by two people, as long as they love him, indoor, outdoor, but not a roamer.
okay.
I mean, I do get that feeling, like you, Mark. He's well cared for. I mean, he's fitting in quite nicely with the family unit that he is part of. So,
Yeah, but I don't know how they found him, because I do feel like he did wander off a little bit, and then he ended up and they found him. Now I don't think it's occurred to him to look for a chip, for some reason, but he probably did. He have a collar? I don't know. Um, Most of my cats hate collars. I don't really have them on them, but and I think, he's being cared for. Comfort, take it and give it. And he's sort of in a position where it's easier to stay where he is than to try to get back. So, cautious beware of dogs. It's like, I'm safer here where I am, so I'm not venturing out to look. Um, Self-confidence, stand your ground. So, it's like, I know you hate it, but it's like he's found this new energy and he's being cared for. I just don't, so far, I don't get that he's crossed. It feels like he's somewhere else. Now, I did my pendulum and looked at the idea of, yeah, somebody picked him up. Yeah, that's what I feel like. But they just found him, and he's
yes.
friendly. He's got a little, and plus, I know he's extremely cute. But I'm wondering, do we think he's going to come back? Yeah, my pendulum keeps saying no. That he might just be this might be where he ended up. And, you know, but his energy feels good. And
yeah, there's no form of distress that I'm getting at all.
No. And so that maybe there was something he needed to do for these new humans he has. I'm sure you're going, well, I don't know if he was finished with me, but the good part of that is I feel like he's still around. It's part of his spiritual growth. You know, his what the little kitty cat wanted to do in his experience, and maybe he needed to share his lovely little energy with more than one human, and maybe he needed to do part of his time with another family because maybe they needed kitty cat energy a lot.
Oh, wait a minute. Mark is going to be coming back. His device disconnected. So everybody, okay, Chris said, that's okay as long as he's happy. He was a cat with a mission. Probably. So, and so just waiting for Mark to come back. I appreciate everybody. Please remember to like and subscribe to both of our channels. I am Tarot Stash. Thank you for being here. Next up we have Did Someone Say Shenanigans? Susan Grigsby, Jennifer LD, and Craig Dixon. Please let me know that you are here. We'll see. We see if we can get through as many of these people as the readings as possible because we're at an hour. So just waiting for Mark's. Okay, here he is. There you go. Hi, welcome back.
Hi. I don't know what happened.
It's all right. It's all right. You're here. That's all that matters.
Yep.
So, and okay, so Chris said, that's okay as long as he's happy. He was a cat with a mission.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yes, definitely. So
now I'm getting double speaking. So I'm going to come out, go out and come back.
Okay. It's all right, everybody. We've got this. And so, oh, thank you, Christine Thomas. I do appreciate it. So, and Jen Bowles is going to head out. And Craig, I see you. And Jennifer LD, still looking for you. And Suzanne Grigsby. All right.
Okay. Well, it's doing double talk, but we're getting close to the end.
Yeah, I'm. So we've just got a few more. I'm still waiting to hear from Susan Grigsby, Jennifer LD, Craig Dixon is here, and Did Someone Say Shenanigans is up. So, Did Someone Say Shenanigans? Only get to me if you run out of questions. So it's not urgent. I'm having a hard time getting my puppy to understand me when training him. What does he need from me to make this smoother? So,
well, he feels young, first of all.
The puppy in question's name is named Tristan. First thing that I got is Tristan getting enough walks and enough exercise? I feel very much like there is his radar is super activated, and his sense of smell. He's about 6 months. Okay, he's about 6 months. He feels so energetic and so curious, and he can't. I mean, when he's outside, he can't pay attention to you at all. He's just like, oh, what's that? 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 I do get a sense that he'll get there. He'll get there with that repetition and walks. And yeah, you're on the nose, pun intended. And I would actually encourage you to take him for walks in different places each time, because then that way he gets new experiences and new smells. You take him to a dog park, let him go and explore that. But also make sure that Tristan is understands he's part of your pack, and him exploring is okay to a certain point, but then he needs to listen to you.
Yeah.
I'm watching Mark, and I'm like, Mark is getting so much information about Tristan, aren't you?
Well, I'm just listening. Well, I don't know what happened and why all of a sudden I have to hear myself talk. It drives me crazy. Okay. He's got puppy brains. This is what I call it. Uh, puppy's got puppy brains, and kitten's got kitten brains for a while. Now, puppy, if it's a large breed, it can have puppy brains for 2 years. A smaller breed can be a little bit less. So allow him to be a puppy, goofy goof. It's harder for him to focus because, like, exactly like what Gerald just said, what's happening over there? Oh, look at that. Oh, look over there. Now I need to do this. Oh, there's my owner. Oh, how much fun. Oh, no, look. Oh, squirrel. There's just a lot. Food. Oh, look, there's kibbles to think about and do and figure out. So in the meantime, the best way of training is affection training. So that means loving him. This is the way I trained at the zoo with all the different kinds of animals. Positive reinforcement and affection training. So you focus on what you want, not what you don't want. You talk that up when he does something, like if he sits, even if it's by accident, you said sit and he accidentally sat and he's so goofy. Oh, good boy. So you just want to point out the good things and don't put a lot of attention when he messes up, because at this age, he don't know the difference. And if you just keep saying, they don't get the negative. They're much better with the positive encouragement, as we all are. But so that works best. And repetition. Keep repeating the same things over. Like if he does something you like, you pick a word that is good boy, whatever it is, and you try to stick, you repeat the same kind of thing, because he'll start associating it. Pretty soon, you just keep presenting the same thing with love and affection and patience and consistency. And then all of a sudden, he gonna get it. And he'll go, boing. And then it becomes easy, because once they just figure it out all of a sudden. And this is the same thing with any animal. If you just consistent, patient, and, a baby, you have to work with the baby brains. But baby time is a great time to teach them things like nail trimming, brushing, collar wearing, all that. Before they get too big, go ahead and do those little kinds of things with them. But here's your final card. Patience, any day now. He's going to start working out. Great. Look at that cute little puppy going. I'm trying to be a good boy.
Yes.
But, have fun with it, because they grow up very quick. And then you'll go, oh, no, he's already grown.
Yeah. And did someone say Shenanigans says it's difficult to get beyond the yard? I have panic attacks amongst people. I'm wondering if there's an opportunity for you to invite somebody over that has a dog for him to play with. But I really like what you're saying. He's kind of a staffy mix, so it looks like he's going to be a puppy for a while.
Oh, because that's a big dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he'll get better and better. You'll notice it's starting. He'll get a little more where he's thinking more clearly and paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah. That's very, very good advice about getting in the puppy mode to get them used to wearing the jewelry, as we used to call the collar. You get to wear your jewelry.
Yeah.
And so my sister has.
Oh, you're so pretty in your collar. Like I always do that.
Yeah.
So whenever I even touch the collar, my dogs come a running, because they know that sound instantly. Like,
yep, absolutely.
Oh, I gotta put it on. I gotta put it, because they love it so much.
Yeah. Yeah. And so little shy of the little dog. shy of a little dog, but was bit shy. So yeah, and then you've got another dog. So I also think sometimes the other dog will help inform. Here's what you need to do. I think that's cool.
Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Absolutely.
With that.
All right, I think Craig Dixon is the last one. So
hey, Craig.
Craig, Gerald, Mark, I had a dream last night with my mom. Was this a message of moving on?
Thanks. Moving on. Oh, for you to move on. Your mom has passed, right, Gerald? And what's her name?
What's your mom's name, Craig? And hi, Jane, the Secret Tarot.
I think you told me your mom's name before, but I don't remember. Okay. A dream. Martha.
Martha. She has passed. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember that now because that's my mom's name, and I think I said that to you before. Yeah. Me and you and Batman and Superman, we all have Martha as a mother. Correct. Superman's mother was Martha. Batman's mother was Martha.
Craig, I think you sort of nailed it. Is what I'm seeing, because you've been sort of moving on. There's been something that you've been thinking about. It's been causing you some struggles. She is supporting you on the idea of letting that go and moving on. And what's great is I have the Two of Wands, which is New Horizons. In order to get to New Horizons, you have to let go of something else in order to get on that ship and move across. So this is very much yes, very much. It does feel like a moving on. I also I got my first card. You are the Magician. You're manifesting this. So what it is that you're wanting to have happen, Mama's certainly willing to help you. She was back with some family members I didn't recognize, and felt Clara was watching over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clara's his guide.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't know if you knew.
Yep. And so, but it certainly does feel definitely like feels very positive to me. I've got lots of good energy around this, Craig. There's a bit of confrontation with you overthinking some things, and this idea of moving on may not move as quickly as you want, Craig, but you'll get there.
Yeah. I get a little bit of thing about, she talks about your generosity of spirit, and with family members, other ones, I think, is the aunt you've talked to me about. Is that your mom's sister? But anyway, talking about how generous you are with your time and your energy. I mean, she's talking about family, family members. But she says too, don't feel like you have to stand there and have them be mean to you or hurt your feelings. That's kind of the words I'm hearing. And you don't have to stand there and take that or let them hurt your feelings. You can just move along from there. Just go on back and take care of yourself. Go back to your own work and what you want to do. Now, you're there handing out, you're the magician. You're there to be helpful, but you don't have to take abuse at the same time. And I think that's kind of what she's saying. Don't stand in your power and don't let somebody take the piss out of you. That's kind of rude, but it's sort of like that. Like that.
Perfect.
She likes what you're doing. She says you're a good guy and you don't deserve to be like talked, harshly to her or something. She loves you a lot, first of all. So I think she's trying to give you permission to stand in your power, and don't feel guilty if you have to say, well, I'm not calling Aunt so-and-so today because I don't want to hear it or whatever.
Correct.
Choose for you sometimes, even though you're very generous by nature.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy bud.
Thank you, Craig. Wow. This has been wonderful, Mark.
Oh, yeah, always.
What do you got coming up on your channel this week?
Do I have anything? I'm doing quite a few private sessions for some reason this week, but then no, I don't have anything scheduled except just my regular Saturday show. Now next week I have a few things again, so it comes and goes.
Beautiful. Well, and I have a show here at the top of next hour, and then I have a show on Friday. So, and Craig did say, "Thanks, Mark and Gerald. So accurate." That's wonderful.
Oh, good.
Wonderful. And as soon as we're done here, Mark and I are going to figure out the next time that we can get together.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for being here. You all are wonderful, and I appreciate you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love ya.